What is up, everybody? My name is Carly at KarliCartoons everywhere, and today I am going to teach y'all a thing or two about how to use Discord. Oof, I am so excited. Welcome, everybody in the chat. So glad to have you here. Oh man, where do I even start with this? Where to start? I guess I should just say Discord, right? The name probably daunts some of y'all in the chat. It may even taunt the most stubborn person in here who refuses to get a new account, because why would you get a new account when everything requires one, right? I don't want to do that, okay? By the end of this, I'll have you know why it's so important, and I'm excited. So just what is Discord, and why are people suddenly so obsessed with it? This is like a question I had when I first started using Discord, because it's like, why is everybody all of a sudden using this weird thing I've never heard of before? According to Discord's homepage, they describe themselves as your place to talk and hang out. Discord is the easiest way to talk over voice, video, and text. You can talk, chat, hang out, and stay close with your friends and communities. So in addition to being a way better version than Sky, the other one that should not be named, Discord has become an essential tool for streamers to use when it comes to building an audience. So using this handy dandy guide, I'm going to teach you the Discord fundamentals so you can build a thriving community of your very own. Just for everybody in chat right now, just so you know, this is going to be a workshop where I just basically tutorial and go through Discord with y'all. If you have any questions in the chat, please feel free to ask. I'll answer them as I go. The mods will be able to help you out if you have any other questions with that. So if I'm ever going too fast or you are curious about something, let me know. I'll take care of you. We're gonna go do this, y'all, together. All right, so let's get started. Let's do it. Okay, now y'all can see my screen. This is great. So first off, to start out, I'm going to say that the mods have amazingly prepared some links for y'all in case I go too fast. Or if you want material reading for later. So please type !basics in the chat. Dylan and Chef are already way ahead on that. It has a handy link from Discord on their own beginner's guide that they have already written. It's pretty cool. Would definitely recommend checking that out. Anyways, we're going to be mostly going over this today and a little bit of extra stuff, so it's pretty easy to follow along. So now you guys don't get to see my amazing drawing that I made anymore. Okay, so this is Discord. It's pretty awesome because you can use it in your browser or you can use it as its very own app, which is pretty nice. If you go to discord.com/download, this is where you can get your Discord if you want to download the desktop client, but you can fortunately use it in your browser. They are exactly identical, and it's really just based on your personal preference. So I like the app because whenever I'm working, I can just tab over to Discord and say something real quick and then tab back, or if I'm on like multiple Chrome windows, I can just tab over to Discord because it's its own thing. But I love using mobile Discord if I'm at work and I don't want to download Discord on my work computer. So I just use the browser instead, back when I used to work not in my house all the time. So we're going to get started with a server. Ooh, what is this? It says Streamer Square over here. Bam, clicking into that. The main thing you're going to learn right now is how to join a server and how to create one of your very own. So once you have signed in and gotten your Discord account set up online on their website, it's as easy as clicking a Discord invite link that a friend might send you or that a streamer might have in their channel. So this is a great opportunity to practice our Discord skills. Chat, if you want to type !Discord in the chat, do it. Type it. You better do it. Then you can practice by joining Streamer Square. If you have a Discord account, you literally just click that link. It's going to automatically bring up an invite web page where it says add Streamer Square to, Discord. And then all of a sudden you're in this really awesome community of people who love streaming and love helping each other out. It's great. So in order to create your own server, because Streamer Square is cool, right? But if you're a streamer, you're going to need your own server. If you want to do that, all you got to do is go over to the left. This left bar right here is your navigation bar with all the icons for your servers. Click on this little plus sign. I know it's a little hard to see, chat, but there is a plus sign beneath all of your servers that you may or may not be in. Click plus, hit add a server. Plus, oh, another server. Wow, Discord's being really snarky to me today, y'all. So all you got to do, hit that plus, and I want to create a server. I want to name this server Square Server Smiley Face. That is our server name for today, chat. Create. So the first thing that's going to happen when you create your very own server is it's going to pop up with an invite dialog link. So I'm going to invite some mods to my server. I'm going to invite our producer to the server, right? It's going to allow you to send invites to your friends. If you are new to Discord and you don't have any friends yet, which we will be going over later, there is an invite link right here that you can just copy and paste and send to anybody who will be able to join. In general, links expire in a day for Discord invites, but you can quickly edit that by just clicking this little blue text down here that says edit invite link. Expire after 30 minutes, an hour, 6 hours, 12 hours, a day, or never. I'm just gonna have it. Or you can set max uses as well, which is pretty cool, and then temporary membership, which is nice. We're not going to worry about this too much right now because I already have people in here because Morag is great. If you ever create your server and you need to invite people again, it is as easy as going up to the left in your server navigation. So this is your server navigation bar right here on the left. This is where all of your channels are going to show up, all your categories. The way left is your Discord navigation, and then everything on the right is everything that has to do with your server. If you want to invite more people, click the little arrow in the top left and hit invite people. Bam, there you go. Same thing as before. It's identical, which is pretty cool. So basically, a server in Discord is like a little area where you and your friends can hang out. So I like to think of it as a personal mansion of mine, right? Discord, my Square Server Smiley Face is my mansion, and the little text channels down here are individual rooms that you can hang out in according to your different interests or what you want, which is pretty cool. There's lots of different rooms with different things to do based on what you like. It's pretty nice. So a channel, I just mentioned this, is a room. Here's the general channel. Here's the general voice channel right here. The channels on your server are a great way to compartmentalize your thoughts and interests into categorize your thoughts. And then categories are up here. So if I can expand and collapse these categories. These are just a further way to organize the channels based on what they talk about or what their or what their interests are, which is pretty cool. So in order to make a channel, there's a couple of ways to do this. You can right click your navigation bar here and hit create channel or create category. Also, you could hit this little plus channel, create channel, or create channel right here. Or maybe, yeah, you can even create a channel up if you put the little down arrow in server Square Smiley Face. Pretty cool. I'm going to right click because I think that's neat. So there's going to be a dialog that pops up that says create a text channel or a voice channel. I'm going to go into voice channels just a little bit later. And I'm going to name this, what do I want to name this? I want to name it jail, and I'm going to create the channel. So now here's jail up at the top. All I need to do if I want to reorder anything on my server is to just drag and drop. So now jail is in text channels. Something that is great about this, let me see. I'm going to make another one. Example. I'm just going to make a couple of them just so there's a few to populate. And then how about general advice about modding? This is my mod help server now, just in case. So if you click the little plus sign, it'll make a channel right underneath the category of the plus sign. If you click in here to create a channel or a category, it's going to automatically show at the top, and then you can just drag it to wherever you want, which is pretty cool. So the most basic type of channel is what we just made. These are the text channels right here. So let's see. Wow, Wes, I'm so proud of you. I hate you so much. On text channels, you can communicate using text. You can even use things like media, like Morag just posted a screenshot of Wes telling that he wouldn't join this channel, even though he totally just did because he's a filthy hypocrite, right? It also supports GIFs, MOV files, and audio files. I have sent Photoshop files through Discord. It pretty much is just a universal file sender. The problem with this that you want to keep in mind is that your files need to be 8 megabits or less, because you can't send anything too large in Discord, whether it is in the personal private messaging client or if it is in someone else's server, unless you have Discord Nitro. And some of y'all are just like, Karli, what is Nitro? Why do I have to learn about this? And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you need Nitro, because with Discord Nitro, you can send files up to 100 megabits, or megabytes, sorry, megabytes. You can send files up to 100 megabytes, and then also a perk with Nitro is that if you have emotes in somebody's channel, like if I had custom emotes in here in my own personal KarliCard that weren't Twitch-based, I could be able to use those emotes in this server and vice versa. So you basically have universal access to all of your emotes, no limit on the file size that you can send, and also you can boost someone's server. So if you really like somebody's Discord server, you can do this thing called boost, right? So you're going to click on this little arrow. Thank you, Morag. Thank you, Wes. Man, all y'all doing such a great job here. You're going to click on server boost. And what this does is when you boost this server, it helps you to grant Nitro powers to everybody in the channel, regardless of whether or not they're subscribed. So take Loco's Discord, for example. Her server is boosted, so I personally do not have a Nitro subscription, but I can still send very large files over her server because of the boosts. So boosting basically just grants privileges to other people based on the level that you are. So level 1 perks, 50 server emoji slots, better audio quality, animated server icon, custom invite background, and streaming to your friends in high quality. It's pretty cool. Okay, no questions yet. That's good to know. That's good to know. Y'all are fast. You're quick. I like you. You're pretty good. Oh, man, Morag, thank you for boosting the server. There was a little bit of confetti there when that happens. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, Morag boosted the server. So now we have, what is our server level now? Oh, man, we're halfway to level 1, chat, with this little example server that I just made. So that's pretty cool. One of the ways that you can add media to a server is by clicking this little gift box right here. This is if you want to gift Nitro to people. Discord specifically has an icon for this because they want you to buy Nitro. They want you to buy your friends Nitro so you can share the love with everybody in the servers that you appreciate being in, right? If you want to send a gift, go ahead and check on this little GIF box right here, and I can send. Oh yeah, someone made a GIF of my pet pigeon, and now it is I can use it, which is pretty good. That's him in his timeout blanket because he pecked my partner's feet. If you want to add an emoji, you can click the little emoji icon right here and use your frequently used stuff. I will use a cackle and type that. What you can also do for emojis is type a little colon in between, and then whatever kind of like emotion you want to convey, or if it's just a Twitch channel, if it's a Twitch emoji, then you can do a pog or whatever you want. Morag has animated emotes because Morag has Discord Nitro. So if you have Nitro, you can send animated emotes, which is really cool. Huge perk, in my opinion, for that. Another way that you can add media to a server is if I wanted to go into butt and I didn't want to bother with clicking this plus sign, right? Because the plus sign will just bring up your file navigation on your computer. Look, I'm too classy for that. I'm too busy. I just have like a folder over here. I'm just going to drag and drop. Bam, now there's a seagull in the server, y'all. So drag and drop is really great. Just be careful that you don't accidentally drag and drop something that you do not want to put into Discord. It has not happened to me yet, but it would be very uncomfortable if it did. Does it connect your Twitch emotes to it, or do you have to do that manually? Smo, you have to do it. So it's not manual, but you do have to connect your Twitch account to your Discord account, which we'll go over later in your personal settings. But once your Twitch account is connected, then yes, your emotes will be automatically connected to your server, and your subscribers will be able to enjoy those perks. Yeah, I got you, fam. I got you. All right, back to our channels. You can also choose to make a channel NSFW. So I'm going to make a channel NSFW. And what NSFW means for anybody in the chat right now, it means not safe for work. So basically, if you share a meme that's a little bit too raunchy and your boss is sitting at the computer right behind you and they can see your screen, you don't want to be pulling that up in front of your boss. It can also be used for other things. Anyways, the way to mark an NSFW channel is when you make a channel right here. Look, I just made one. Create channel. You have to go into the channel settings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this all the way to the top, and I'm going to right-click on it and go to Edit Channel. Alternatively, I could just click the little Edit Channel cogwheel all the way in the right, and I can mark it as NSFW. And then you hit Save Your Changes. You always save your changes, chat. Always save your changes, no matter what you're doing. In Discord, you got to save your changes. All of your files, you got to save your changes. Even if video games have a saved file, you got to save your changes. Do it. I'm going to hammer that into y'all by the time I'm done here. Save those changes. So I saved them, and now I'm going to escape. So what happens when you create an NSFW channel is it automatically makes it so that anybody who is in your server needs to confirm that they are, in fact, over 18 in order to access the content. This is great for people who don't really want to see NSFW content. I'm part of servers where I just don't go there because I don't really care. But if you want to participate in that, it's going to come up with a warning. Hey, y'all, this channel contains adult content marked not safe for work. Do you wish to proceed? And you hit continue. Imagine this is Butts. I don't feel safe in here now. I need a parent. Hold my hand and help me. Yep, that's my NSFW channel right now. This channel functions exactly the same as every other channel, where you can just drag and drop anything into the channel that you want, and bam, auto posting in your channel. Pretty cool. Yes, that's pretty good. All right, so let's pretend that there is a bunch of text, and actually there is kind of a lot. There's kind of a lot of text in general right now, which is great. But if you're typing a lot and your content gets buried in a channel, you can always use this handy dandy. Oh, why did that do that? Handy dandy search bar up here to go and look for whatever you may have displaced. So up here in your little search bar on the right-hand side of your screen, it's going to show you search options. From user, mentions user, has a link, embed, or file before a specific date, during a specific date, after a specific date, or in a specific channel, which is pretty nice. So if I wanted to type in minion, that wouldn't come up. Here, if I were to type, oh man, where did I put that amazing minion picture that is totally not appropriate for my workplace? Wow, really? What do I type? Let me see. Can I just put moly? Let me scroll down. Y'all didn't see that. Moly. How about first? I'll type in first because Wes has that everywhere. And now it shows up every single instance of this in the chat. And what you want to do if this is something that you want to do is you can just go over to, let's see, Wes has jail, example, but general advice about modding. I'm going to jump to that and it will take me exactly to the place where you wanted to go in Discord, which is so nice. I can't tell y'all how many files I have been able to recover as a result of this. My super old drawings of Chef that would belong in this channel that I have randomly clicked on for no reason, that I have drawn. Anything like that you want to find, you can use the very thorough search function there. You just exit out and then it will exit out of the search results for you. So we talked a little bit about text channels, did a lot of cool things for y'all. If you have any questions, again, totally let me know. Cisco, I am going to be deleting this channel afterwards. So, I mean, I would not like You can join if you want, I guess. But like, I'm just gonna get rid of it at the end. Y'all are silly. We already talked about these cool text channels. It's pretty good. Y'all go ahead and just talk by yourself in there. But now we're going to talk about voice channels. So voice channels are basically just for your voice. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a place where you can sit in a virtual call with pretty much as many people as you want on your server for an unlimited amount of time. Pretty cool. You can even turn on your video chat to face-to-face, get some face-to-face contact, especially during these times. You got to be able to see people, read their facial expressions, y'all. You can even share your screen with your friends. Pretty sick if you are drawing while Wes is drunk and playing Flight Simulator and you wanted to make a picture of him flying. Good stuff. To join a voice channel, all you got to do is click it right here. And now, because you can see the little green circle around my username, that means that my audio is going through. If you want to share your screen or camera, I can turn on my camera down here or share my screen. You disconnect right here. Morag is live right now. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I don't want to watch that anymore. It had an echo to it. But in general, all right, like in general, that is the basics of the voice call. I am not going to subject y'all to that anymore. But basically, it's going to bring up a little dialogue. If you want to join, you just hover over it and click watch stream. Many of you have that one friend in voice chat that is loud beyond belief. It couldn't be me. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up, honestly. But if you happen to have a friend like that, you can actually manually adjust the volume of the people in your call. This works for you personally, not for server-wide settings, which is pretty nice. So all you gotta do if Morag is being super loud and rude, just right-click on the username right here, user volume. I'm going to turn that all the way down to 0 because I don't want to have to hear anything that he has to say. Yeah, most of the mods keep me on about 10% volume when I am chatting with them because they don't want to hear what I have to say, even though it's really important all the time. Also, something I can do as well with your settings is I can server mute or server deafen him. So when it says server, it will do this server-wide, not just for my personal settings. So I could personally mute or disable video right over here, but that's only on my side, and everybody else would be able to hear him. But I don't want anybody to be able to hear Morag, so muting is when you prevent them from hearing the audio. Deafening is when you prevent them from like hearing what is going on. So I could deafen Morag right now and I could be like, man, that guy, am I right? And then I could just unmute him and he would not have heard any of that and he wouldn't be able to talk because I muted him. So it's pretty great, pretty useful tools, especially if somebody comes into your channel to hang out and their mic is god awful and they refuse to leave. You could kick them, you could mute them if you wanted to. So there's just a lot of really useful things that you can do within Discord to help make your experience better, which is pretty cool. Y'all, we're going to go over for a second to our video and audio settings because there's something else about voice chat that I want to tell y'all. So in order to get to your personal Discord settings, not for the server, but for your personal settings as you interact with and use the Discord platform, you're going to go to the little cog wheel right next to your username in the lower left right here, user settings. Bam! Checking it out. It says my account, privacy and safety, authorized apps, connections, billing. I'm not really going to talk about any of that. There's my junk email. I mean, like, I don't really care about showing this to y'all, but what I do care about is voice and video. So I click on that and I can click push to talk if I want to. When you click push to talk, this means that when you hit the very specific keyboard key, that is when Discord will register that you are speaking. So if you just have voice activity, you can change the input sensitivity for how loud you have to be before Discord picks up the noise. If you do push to talk, it will just have you automatically muted. And then you, for example, I have this as control. I can edit the keybind. I'm going to make this S for streamer square, right? So every time I hit S, then that's when it's going to activate, which is pretty cool. I go to the voice and video tab like once a week just to check things. Oh my gosh, Wes, same. I'm actually going to turn this back on to voice activity so I don't forget. In this instance, you do not have to save your Discord settings, which is pretty nice, actually. I'm a fan of it. So, it's pretty good, especially like if you have a lot of background noise. Push to talk is probably more your thing. If you have a pigeon who is cooing in the background and you're at a mod meeting at 9 in the morning, then you are going to want to have push to talk on so that way you can talk without polluting the audio environment of the poor suckers in the meeting with you. Wait, were we always supposed to save? Yes, Salty. Always save. Always save. Always. Anyways, while we're in here, I will just talk about appearance real quick. If you are somebody who needs to change your accessibility settings in Discord, need text to be larger, if you want to change the message display up at the top to compact or cozy, if you want to go to light mode, eye warning chat, watch your eyes, brace them. Oh, okay, that's enough. That's enough. I was just using that as an example. The chat font scaling, I'm going to make that 18. The scale between groups, zoom level is going to be like 110. Oh, I'm going to do like 125 for the purpose of this demo. That's good. That's real good. That's so much better. I'm sure that really helps y'all see things. Okay. Anyways, I can make the chat larger as well, make that 20. All right, and then I just hit escape. Bam, now everything is much larger, much easier for y'all to see, which is pretty nice. I like this. I hope y'all like it too. I'm sorry that I had to scar your eyes with light mode. I really am. All right, so let's talk about muting, right? Because we have a lot of very annoying people in this Discord. Also, I'm going to disconnect from voice. We have a lot of very annoying people in this Discord chat as an example. I mean, them being annoying is an example, but the server, you know how it is. So if, for example, you are not interested in general chat, right, you can just right click it and hit mute channel for 15 minutes, for 1 hour, for 8 hours, for 24 hours, or until I turn it back on. So I'm just going to do 15 for now. Bam, now I have no notifications in general. It's pretty sweet. So the same thing also applies to entire categories that you don't want to interact with. So if I didn't want to interact with any text channels, I could do the same thing, mute category, and then here again are your settings for how long you want that to happen. A lot of the times, if I am very busy at work and I can't be in mod chat, I'm just going to mute it for 8 hours and then come back and catch up. I don't need to like mute it and then suddenly forget that I had muted a very important channel and then come back to like a million messages, right? So it's really nice that Discord has these timer functions. I am personally a huge fan of it. Let's see. Oh man, this is also great for muting mentions such as at here and at everybody. Pretty nice. So if I wanted to do that, let's see, general is muted, right? I can go into my notification settings. I could mute all messages. I could mute only mentions, or I could get no notifications. Pretty nice. Unfortunately, thank you, Morag. Unfortunately, when you do create a Discord server, something important to know is that for some reason, it automatically turns mobile push notifications on if you're on your phone, and I just don't understand why. So if you wanted to change that, you could go up to this little arrow and go to notification settings. Not everybody can go to the server settings, chat, because I made this server. I can go to it, but I'm in notification settings right now. Click on that. Suppress everyone in here. Suppress all role mentions, mobile push notifications. I'm turning that off because that means that every time I get a message in any single channel, I mean, y'all, I don't want to deal with that. So I'm just going to hit done and do that. But you'll notice that I have a notification, which is pretty nice. Here's a fun, I'm going to explain, let's see. Okay, first of all, fun hack, when you collapse your categories, the ones that still have notifications in them will show up as white and bold. Also, because Morag added me in the butt channel, I have a little red one right next to my name, which is pretty cool. But that's always nice in servers like the Streamer Square server. Like, look at all of the, just look, y'all, like, come on, that's a lot of servers. But what I can do, shows, help, general chatting, and now everything is all compact. It's nice. I have a lot of these channels muted based on my own personal interests specifically, but if I do get a notification, if there is a new message in the channel, then it is going to show up white and bold. And right here, there's a little one because I have a ping, which is pretty nice. So the difference between adding a username, adding everyone, and adding here is very important to make. So when Morag goes at KarliCartoons, I am the only person that gets this notification in the entire channel. That's just me because it's directed at me. But for example, if I were to at everyone in the channel, that means that it would ping Dylan, Morag, Wes, and even Chef, who is currently offline, which is fine. At everyone pings every single person that is in your channel, whereas at here will only ping people who are currently online. So if you're offline, you're not going to get pinged. It's a really important distinction to make. If you need people, if you're like looking for a game, right, and you were in a relatively small server where you had the permissions to at here, you would be able to go, hey, who's playing games online right now? At here, you know? But at everyone is usually not something that you want people in your server to be able to do unless they are a voice of authority or unless they're just you. So that's pretty good to know. Wes, I'm sorry I debated you. Just kidding. I'm not actually at all. So y'all will notice that I am in quite a bit of servers right now, but Discord does have some limits, which is important to keep in mind. So on Discord, you can have a maximum of 500 channels, right? So these are my channels. I can have a maximum of 500 of them if I wanted to, right? So I can make this one, and then I can make this one, and I can make this one. Like, you know, just keep making all of the channels if I wanted to, right? I can make all those up to 500, and there would not be limits for that. You can hide a channel by muting it, and then you right-click on the server to check hide muted channels. No way. Hide muted channels. Oh, that's amazing. Now General isn't here anymore. Very cool, Morag. Thank you for the tip. Wow, this is so educational. Even I'm learning something right now. What was I talking about? Yeah, so you can only have 500 channels in your Discord, and I know. Everybody has like a super unique niche. You gotta cater to everybody. Somebody is, so one of your VIPs probably has like 200 categories just for themselves, right? We all experience that kind of person, right? You can only have a maximum of 50 categories. So tell your people to pick and choose what they want because there is a limit. It's a pretty big limit, but it does exist. In addition to that, you can only be a part of a maximum of 100 servers. So these are all the servers right here, all these little icons. So when you are choosing your friend servers or streamers to follow, make sure that you choose only 100 of your closest friends. All right, and that'll just solve your problem. Just choose 100 of your closest friends, and then you're fine. Something else that is amazing about this, I'm going to toggle this on and off. Wow, what? Why is this all so compact and nice? It's because Discord has folders, y'all. Got folders, it's so nice. So if you have a bunch of servers that all share a common interest, like I have my little like streamers related folder right here. I got my like Gangle and art folders, you know, and then I have some uncategorized ones that I pulled out. If you want to reorganize a server or make it into a folder, all you got to do is click it and hold down the click and you just drag it. Oh man, check it out. Now the KarliCart is with Streamer Square, and now Streamer Square is here. You can even drag it out literally the same way. Put that in there. I'll put this one on top because it's the most important one. And there you go. Pretty nice way to organize everything. I love it. If you are feeling It did take so long. It did take a lot of time for Discord to implement folders, but they have it now. I'm so happy about it. You can hide a category only if you mute all the channels in it and use the hide muted channels feature. Thank you, Morag. Wow. Y'all are missing out on some quality content in Square Server smiley face. If anybody has any questions, please let me know in the chat while I drink some water. I secretly crave mute folder, though. You absolutely can do that, Konami. Right-click on the category, which is your folder, and then, oh, wait, you mean mark folder as red or folder settings. Oh, you can just change the color. Sorry. Sorry about that, Konami. Maybe one of these days. Maybe one day. All right, so speaking about friends, let's talk about that. Putting a little heart because I put a heart in my outline. So when you want to, oh, actually I skipped over a part. If you're feeling adventurous and you want to discover more Discord channels, click the Explore Public Servers tab right underneath the Add a Server tab. Explore. Wow, all of a sudden you're opened into Discord's public community servers. What this means is that certain people have their servers set up to grow their communities in such a way where they follow Discord's guidelines and where they are publicly accessible on Discord's homepage. Pretty cool. We're going to go into that a little bit later towards the end here, but right now, if I was interested in animation, I don't even know why I would be interested in animation. It's all right. But we have like several channels for that. We got Funimation, we got Momocon. Man, Momocon's a fun one, y'all. But in general, if you want to discover new things based on your interests, you can use the search bar up here. You can also go to gaming, music, education, science, and tech. That's pretty cool. Aw, I like that. We got Python Discord, right? So if you want to join public servers and meet people that way, that is also an option. And now I'm done. And now I can talk about friends. All right, so when you want to add friends or do anything friend related, you're going to go up to your home icon right here. So right now, I have a couple of things going on. How do I? Okay, whatever. It looks like there's a Streamer Square meeting happening right now. So in the right here, Discord will show you what is happening with your friends, what's going on, what they're up to. Yesterday when I was doing a run through of this show, one of my friends was listening to some music on Spotify and it told me what song it was. So if you have those sorts of things connected to Discord, just know that your friends will be able to see some of your activity. You might want to unlink Spotify from Discord if that makes you uncomfortable, just things like that. So anyways, besides all that, we have a couple of tabs here which are pretty cool, right? We have everybody of my friends who's online. I have all of my friends regardless of their online status. I have pending from Mac and Cheese Please, one of our workshop hosts who is lovely and wonderful, and I'm totally just going to reject it for the lulz here. I just aged myself saying that out loud, but that's okay. And I have a couple of outgoing friend requests to people who don't use Discord very much. You can also have a list of blocked users. I am not going to click that for obvious reasons, but you can also add a friend right here with this green little button. Pretty nice. Let me see here. I'm trying to think. I need some water. That's what it was. Okay, so if y'all want someone to add you as a friend, so I mean, you can just click this add friend button here and that's totally fine. But if you want someone to do the adding, you're going to need to give them your username and a little string of numbers that comes after your username when you use Discord. So, okay, one of my friends is now listening to Spotify. So, so that just popped up, right? If I want people to add me, I'm going to give them this information right here. So right now, under KarliCartoons, you might be able to notice that it says butts. That is my status. If I want to update my status, I'll do that. I'll do that a bit later. But it says butts. But if you hover over it, it has #8666. You can click to copy your username, and you can just paste that to anybody who is asking for your code. Now, I need to be very clear about this. Discord is case sensitive, and I don't know why it is, but if you were to search KarliCartoons 8666 without the capitalizations, it's not going to show up. So make sure that when you send your username out and when your friends send you usernames, that they are spelled correctly with the caps. Game activity is only available on the app for desktop. The web version does not do it. Good to know, Wes. The setting isn't even there in the web app if you're trying to turn it off. Okay, that's very good to know. Yeah, so you'll be able to see like what games your friends are playing and stuff like that if you have it on your desktop app. Whew, let's talk for a second about sliding into those DMs. All right, so first things first, now that we know how to make friends and now we know how to add friends, we need to talk about something very important, which is DMs. So for a moment, I am going to go into my account settings very quickly, and I believe it's going to be in, what is this, privacy and safety? Yeah, I figured. All right, so what happens in privacy and safety is very important. I am going to be going over these tabs just a little bit later in the segment. Right now, privacy and safety usually has to do with your DMs. So I could say, keep me safe, scan direct messages from everybody. My friends are nice, scan direct messages from everyone unless they are a friend, or do not scan. Direct messages will not be scanned for explicit content. So this is just based on your own comfort level, how much self-modding you want Discord to do for you in order to keep you safe online. If you don't care, just do not scan. Maybe if you're a streamer, you probably might want to scan direct messages from everybody. Also, server privacy defaults, allow direct messages from server members, okay? So I have this checked, right? So anybody in the new server that I just made can shoot me a DM regardless of whether or not we're friends, and that is fine. Usually I have my settings on everyone, friends of friends, and server members for who can add me as a friend. Here you can also choose whether or not you want Discord to use your data, or to use that to customize your Discord experience, or to track your screen reader usage. And I just have that. I just have that off. It's fine. You can also request all of your data at the bottom. So usually when you get set up in Discord, it's important to check those DMs, make sure that you're getting the content that you're comfortable getting, right? Because unfortunately people can be butts, and you know how that goes. Anyways, speaking of DMs, oh, thanks, JD. I appreciate you. Rejected mac and cheese, but accepted JD on the spot. In order to create oh my gosh, y'all are just messaging me now. So this is our director or producer, Morag. He sent me a message. Anak Pal, you're in the chat right now. You shot me a message. I have a DM from Squirrel that I'm just going to ignore for the next month or so and see how that goes. But if you want to find or start a conversation with someone to shoot them a DM, you can just click on this right now. Something that's useful about this feature specifically, it can say, where do you want to go? And I could say, well, I haven't messaged my partner on Discord in a while. I'll just type it in chat, and there he is right here. And you can tell he's the user because he has his little name tag. But this is also a general search function. So this will take you wherever you need to go on Discord. It'll take you to channels, it'll take you to servers, or it'll just take you to direct messages, which is pretty sick. Another way to make direct messages is create a DM, type the username of a friend, and you can add up to 9 more friends. Something cool that I can also do. Oh my gosh, y'all! Something that you can also do, which I think is pretty cool, is if you're not friends with somebody, it's going to be a little bit harder to try to find a way to message them. Okay. Anyways, lost my train of thought here. Another cool way to message people if you're not friends with them is to go into a server and say, wow, I want to message Dylan, right? And I can just type in a message right here, and then it will immediately take me back to the home page where I will have started a conversation with As Told by Dylan. So that's pretty neat. If you want to start a group DM with people, okay, this is important, is you cannot really start a group DM with people in your Discord if you are not friends with them. So in order to make a group, you can select a friend. You cannot create a group conversation in the navigation bar, so keep that in mind. You can either use the plus sign or you can use new group DM, and then that's going to work out for you perfectly. But you need to make sure that you're friends with them, because otherwise, I mean, like, you don't want people to just like add you to random conversations where you don't know them, right? You need to accept the friend request. OMG, I want to talk to Dylan. Wes, you really should, because I heard that he really likes Ewoks. So definitely send As Told by Dylan a nice direct message, and he will very much appreciate that. All right, so now that we're kind of through the whole server thing, we got your friends, you got a couple of friends added on Discord, you have some group messages, you got your little channels and all sorts of things. You've learned how to mute. Oh, hey, see, look, I muted for 15 minutes. 15 minutes have passed, and now I can see that they are talking about clowns in my general chat. I am just going to go to this one. Stay there. But for now, we're going to go back into our Discord settings for our own personal use. We're going to go a little bit into the back end and how those things work and what you can expect to find in there. So let's go to server settings. Okay. I'm going to go to user settings real quick and just go over this real quick. My account, privacy and safety, we've already gone over this. Authorized apps are the connections that you have authorized to access your Discord. So I have authorized Patreon in my Discord, which actually I've been meaning to deauthorize it, so I'm just going to do that right now. Basically, I integrated Patreon into my old Discord channel because I used to use it, and I've been trying to get rid of it for like a year now, and now I can do that. So yeah, there's just different authorized apps. Connections are all of the places that you have allowed connections for your Twitch account, which is pretty nice because you were able to connect Twitch by just clicking on the little icon. You can connect YouTube, Reddit, Steam, Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, right? So when you're listening to a Spotify song, if your friends can see the song that you are listening to in the Discord client, that's because you authorized Spotify and Discord to merge their connections to show that, which is pretty nice. That is also how I got my Patreon connection, as I just kind of put that in there. Billing, not going to click on that, but y'all can understand. This is all Nitro related over here. App settings, voice and video, overlay, notification settings are pretty nice. I have turned off my desktop notifications because I personally hate them. But like, this is all personal, right? So if you do want Discord and like desktop notifications, you can do that, right? I don't want text to speech. I've turned off all of my sounds because I really just don't like sounds in messaging clients. Taskbar flashing, unread message badge I use when I'm working, and I can just scroll down and see, oh, hey, check it out. On the lower bar of my screen, y'all can't see it, but it says I have 5 notifications because I have 5 direct messages from people from doing this tutorial, y'all. All right. So those are your personal settings, and they are different from your server settings. So your personal settings affect how you interact with the Discord client. For example, when I made all of the text really big so y'all can see. Can you turn off notifications for your server for everyone? Smo, no, you can't, because people are able to control whether or not they see updates and notifications from the server on their own anyways. So it's not like you have to mute things for people, which is pretty nice. You don't got to worry about it. If someone doesn't want notifications from your server, then they're just going to mute your channel, which is as easy as right-clicking, mute server until I turn it back on, right? Pretty nice. We're going to go to your Discord settings, though. So Discord settings are how you interact with Discord. Server settings are how your server interacts with Discord, right? So you can find that up here, click your little arrow and go into server settings. Here's going to take you into server overview. You can change your server icon. Pretty cool. I can change my server name to Dylan Likes Ewoks, and I'm going to hit save changes because you should always save your work, people. Always save the work. Save the work, or I'm going to go over there. Yeah, save your work. You're going to regret it if you don't, okay? Let's see. I can select a random welcome message when someone joins the server. So a welcome message basically is when people are first joining your channel, they're going to show up and the bot is going to have a nice little message. So that happened here. Welcome, Chef. Everyone welcome Chef Hazmat. Tim Morag just slid into the server. West CISA just landed, right? So that's what you can find. That's what that means. You can also send a message when someone boosts the server, like Morag did earlier. Hi, Marilyn. How's it going? And you can also just turn these off in general if you don't like them. I do because I think it's funny, but you know. Default notification settings. This will determine whether or not members who have not explicitly set their notification settings receive a notification for every message sent in the server or not. So I guess if you did want to do this, you could automatically make it so that only people at mentioning your username will get notified in your channel. But most people just leave this alone and have all messages give people notifications, and then they can do their own personal preference changes to that. Thank you for the 5 gift sub bomb, Wes. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting Streamer Square and the workshop program. You're great. Let's see. We're going to go over roles a little bit later, but while we're in here, I want to talk about emojis. You can have up to 50 custom server emojis for your own personal channel, as long as the emoji is under 256 kilobytes in size. You're going to be good. All you got to do is you upload it, you name it. There you go. It's perfect. GIF emojis may be used by only the members with Discord Nitro, so keep this in mind when you are creating your server. If a lot of people don't have Nitro, not a lot of people are going to be able to use your emotes that you add. Nitro also makes it so that you have access to more emotes. So Morag boosted my channel. Level 1 of Discord Nitro is giving your server access to 50 more custom emotes. So if you're boosted, you get more emotes. Everybody wins. It's pretty great. Moderation is cool. I have no moderation on this channel because I know the people in the channel or in the server, and it's fine, right? I could have high moderation, must have a verified phone on their Discord account, must be a member of the server for longer than 10 or 5 minutes, must have a verified email on their account. So these are very good tools, especially if you are a large streamer. If you have a bunch of trolls that are trying to flood in your Discord and post inappropriate things, you can easily change that or just have this right off the bat. It'll also automatically scan for explicit media, which is pretty neat. You can enable 2-factor authentication if you need to at the very bottom. Can you use custom emojis on different Discords? Hero, you cannot use custom emojis on different Discords unless you have Discord Nitro. If you have Nitro, you use all of your emojis. If not, sucks, right? Integrations, you can add webhooks if you want to hook